Paul and Rochelle Barrett claim that they're calling it a mom and pop reselling of products business, but it used to bring in an annual sales of $3 million a year. So I mean, it's not too mom and pop. Well, they claim they ended up going bankrupt and even went in the whole $60K in debt after they resold a used diaper.
Oh, yeah! Good morning and welcome to episode 1506 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, July 19th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/hardfactor. If you need more, up to 3 weekly bonus podcasts and Discord chat access. Today, Mark's got a scat triple to start your Friday.
Double, because I did one that you did. So couple scat stories, but we're going to cover a third that I consider a scat story in your section.
Interesting.
Yes.
You guys doubled up? Shit.
Yeah, I've been slacking on looking at the notes.
No, I'm kidding.
I know, because you're the king of that.
No, because you're the king of scat.
Oh, number 2,
King of scat. Mark is the king of scat. I think it's a bit of a stretch. We'll see when you get to the one that he was considering scat. I've got some more health news for you after that, particularly from Asia. Wes has some electric cocaine in the hole for us today.
Yep. Two different stories. One about electricity, one about cocaine. That's electric cocaine. Yeah, really
in the
creative
whole
there.
Repository. Yeah. Fantastic. And Pat's going to catch us up on
That'll
all
make
things
shit.
politics. It really will. That's that. Talk about a scat quadruple. Pat's going to catch us up on all things politics before we hit the weekend.
I'm prepared to tell you about gay sex and politics, but we'll all jump in with.
Well, I mean, the Grindr story is the biggest thing in politics as we close.
Some would say there's things that are affecting our country more deeply, but I would disagree with them.
Well, it's the most entertaining.
I mean, big time.
We're going for gasps on this show, not for just like, oh, he said this about policy.
That's right.
Yeah, if you want deep analytics about politics, go elsewhere.
Came to the wrong podcast, buddy. I got
the mama chant at the RNC last night was pretty electric.
Mama?
Yeah, during
For
JD Vance.
For JD Vance.
When he's talking about his mama, the whole crowd started going,
Mama.
Until they found out she was a Democrat.
Mama.
Now, as you'll hear in the Grindr section, they were chanting, man on, man on.
Man on.
Man
Me.
My man.
They're making a manipede over there. I got stung, speaking of insects, by a wasp directly before the show. I'm icing my leg as we tape because it stung me. I've been telling Mark on the Hive Hour, patreon.com/hardfactor, about the war I'm having with the wasps outside.
Yep.
One got me in the ankle directly before taping as I was taking the trash out.
Are they underground?
Were you going to spray it?
No, they're side of the house. Remember, my can was too weak to reach the high loft.
So they know you're coming after them.
They know we're in a battle. And today it just got escalated because it was the first blood was drawn. They went straight for my ankle.
Damn.
You got to tackle those things at night.
Yeah, when you're
It's
asleep.
gonna be,
Dude. But the worst
now
part
it's
is
war though, Wes. Now it's
they get away, unlike a bee who valiantly gives his or her life.
Yeah, it tears its own gungs out.
Hey, past people, hit me up with the strongest strength spray. Which one goes the furthest? Because I need to fuck these people up. These wasps, they're not people, they're wasps, but they stung me on the ankle. I need to fuck them up for retribution.
Get Will a good spray. Real quick at the top of the show, we talked about
Strongest
right before we jumped on the show. But if you didn't see the AT&T data leak email yesterday, so someone got all of AT&T's data, and what they're saying that means it's every phone number and every phone number that phone number called or texted and the frequency at which. What they're saying they didn't get is actual text messages, right? But I mean, some good shit's gonna come out of this.
I think we covered it a little while ago, but the new information from AT&T is they're like, one hacker got every single one of our users' data. Like
Hackers are making out like bandits the last couple of years. Just a lot of huge hacks. AT&T,
a lot of
awesome
holes.
AT&T.
A lot of holes in the security. Does that include AT&T like internet and like?
I don't know.
I think it was
I'm an
records,
AT&T
right?
phone user, so they sent me an email saying your
Ew.
data 100% has been
Ew,
compromised. Hey, bro, it was a choice I made when I was
For an
putting on that
elitist, you probably should have gone Verizon, pal.
When I was putting on that music festival, that was the only service out there, and I haven't switched
Utopia,
back.
Texas. Texas is the one place where AT&T has better service.
You're a cricket guy. All right, let's do some scat. Let's get some
AT&T's elite.
Verizon. But, got to pay to play with this. Let's do some fun stories at the top. Justin Long, remember him? You guys remember that guy?
Yeah.
Time.
Actor.
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
His,
Yeah.
I always skip his podcast when it comes on because I subscribed to it a long time ago, and it's
Is that what it's
A
called?
lot.
Long time?
it's called Life is Short.
Oh.
I thought he was Tom
Justin
Hanks'.
Long.
I thought he was Tom Hanks' son forever.
That's Chet Hanks. And,
Yeah, but there's
uh,
another
another one.
There's another
yeah,
Hanks,
Yeah,
yeah.
what's that guy? He was in that sitcom.
Colin Hanks.
He's an
Colin
actor.
Hanks.
Yeah, I think I thought
He
he
was
was.
they were in a
Orange County
movie together.
Colin Hanks.
Yeah. No, Justin Long, if you're a fappening guy, he really lucked out on the end of the fappening where he was getting a beeger from Amanda Seyfried, but it's just his dong. And, yeah.
They don't call him Justin Short.
Well, he's medium. Justin medium, I'll be honest.
He's Justin Average. Yeah, he also starred in such films as Drag Me to Hell.
Just enough.
Great horror movie. Just in. Tusk, an underrated comedy accepted with all the other stuff we talked about. Well, he's back in the news. I think he also lives in Austin. He's back in the news because he said that he pooped on wife Kate Bosworth in bed in an interview this week. And that,
Weird.
for some reason, made news.
Why? So like it had to have been like after a night of drinking, right? Is that a situation?
I mean, she's hot. Maybe just likes Kate Bosworth is the hot blonde, probably most famous from for being in Blue Crush, the surfing film that everyone our age got tons of boners for 20ish years ago. Like Blue Crush, we got to go see it in theaters and get boners.
Got to go jerk off to Blue Crush.
Yeah.
That's a couple that in the 90s or like early 2000s. That's like learning that they like kind of didn't continue to have huge acting careers and got together. You would not be shocked by that.
Well, Justin Long did have a huge acting career.
He had a bigger one than her, but that extended a little bit longer. But you wouldn't be shocked by that pairing, like even back in the day.
I feel like Justin Long's more
Takeoff.
famous, has had better body of work, but she's got the better body, so
Right,
good for
more
her.
iconic, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Also, Kate Bosworth is not the daughter of the Boz, Brian Bosworth, the football player and personality. And I totally thought she was, and probably will forget that I learned today she isn't pretty soon. Just going to continue to go on thinking.
She's married to a famous athlete, the Boz's daughter.
Kate Bosworth?
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
I guess Long pooped in his Boz's bed in Mexico when he got food poisoning. Well, so it wasn't logs. Probably It was a wave of brown crap. It was brown crush.
Tequila and Mexican buffet will do that to you. Yeah.
Yeah. On my Three Gay Dads, they call that Montezuma's Revenge. If you're keeping up.
Oh, that's a classic. That not just the Three Gay Dads. That's a every boomer who goes to Mexico.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with the Montezuma's Revenge, are you?
Yeah, that's not unique to
They
Three Gay
slap you,
Dads.
in the line for the buffet.
Unless you keep it up with Three Gay Dads.
I'm not. No.
I'll send you the new episode.
Yeah, please send me the new
Is
episode.
it good?
Is it any better? Because it's terrible. I mean,
We have 3 dads. No, it's terrible.
We have 3 dads. It's like if 3 men and a little lady were with gay guys.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
It's terrible.
So he Amber Hearded her by accident. Another scat story. Paul and Rochelle Barron, the Barons, owners of Beau, how do you say that? Beau, Beau and Bell Littles claim that they're calling it a mom and pop reselling of products business, but it used to bring in an annual sales of $3 million a year. So I mean, it's not too mom and pop. They were like one of those like super Etsy's or like super Amazon resellers, third-party sellers. Well, they claim they ended up going bankrupt and even went in the whole $60K in debt after they resold a used diaper.
Oh, okay. Why would they sell that?
So
Yeah, it's a weird item to resell.
what was
right?
the store? The store they would just sell other people's products as a storefront.
Yeah, they would like people would return items and they'd get their hands on them. I don't know if they like.
And so they were just like they were like
Online
a fence.
TJ Maxx.
And
Yeah.
right, except for like you could do anything illegal through it. It sounds like so if they weren't checking, you could sell human excrement, drugs, whatever.
Yeah,
And
I don't know if this is one of those cloth diapers that you are supposed to reuse, or if it was like a one-time use diaper.
They do like scan the shit before, like they do like at least look at what they're selling before.
They usually did, but they said that they forgot to inspect the used diaper. Again, a weird item to resell, and they sent the poopy diaper to someone, and that person was disgusted, took pics of it, and 1-star reviewed Bo and Bell, and that review got over 100 upvotes, moving it to in the algorithm to the top review, that the first thing you ever saw if you Googled Bo and Bell, and they said, don't shop from them. They send you shitty diapers.
Wait, so someone bought diapers, their kid shit in it, then they packed it back up and returned it, and then it landed at Bo and Bell for resale.
And they didn't inspect it, and they sent it to another family.
Oh man, I'd love to be there for the combo between the parent. Honey, what you think if I don't know, this is a crazy idea, but you think that if we took one of those hot ones and put it back in the pack, they'd give us a refund?
I mean, with prices of diapers, you can't blame people for being
Well,
upset.
also, good point, Will, but like with the prices of diapers, isn't it expensive probably to get the shipping from Bo and Bell? Maybe they bought a bunch of stuff and got free shipping, so that knocked the price down. But I imagine if you're just buying a used diaper, it's probably more expensive to have a mom and pop shop ship it to you than go to the store.
It's not. That's the thing.
It's not?
Diapers, you go in a pinch to the drugstore and you overpay. That
Costco is where you go get
so
diapers,
if you,
bro.
Yeah, if you order ahead of time, you're
Save
always
like
saving.
$20 a pack at Costco.
Well, speaking of a pinch, there was a pinch of poop in the diaper. And again, that review landed right at the top. And basically everyone stopped buying from Bo and Bell overnight because that review was the #1 review. And people, when you read that review, you're not likely to buy items from them.
You don't want to get scat in the mail. No,
Yeah.
But is this their fault? Because so they're buying returned items, right?
Their fault.
So, but
Yes.
The
but items
inspector's
aren't
fault, 1,000%.
items aren't being returned to them, right? They're going to a third party.
But Pat, whether it goes to a warehouse or not,
because they're selling it, they then become the provider. They become the the storefront. So they then are selling because it's theirs outright, the shitty diaper, and now they are selling somebody that shitty diaper.
I mean, that's a psycho. It's a psycho thing to like look at your haul of like shit that got returned that you bought for resale, and to you see the diapers in there and think, what are the odds someone? And it was shit. It was human shit.
it was shit.
Not a urine diaper. You could see how a urine diaper might
No,
get
it
mixed
was
back.
shit.
They just don't inspect. They basically tested Bo and Bell, and Bo and Bell doesn't inspect shit. Literally,
They should expose the people that return the diaper.
That's what I'm saying.
why?
They should dox them.
But then it's going to be
Why?
Like he said, she said. It's just going to be like, well, we
Why?
thought they were
Why?
shitty,
Because it's a
whatever.
psycho thing to do.
It's a psycho
Yeah, I
thing
mean-
to do.
But it's a horrible business practice not to inspect your fucking packages.
I agree.
But
I
who-
agree with both.
Who would think that there'd be a fucking soiled shit diaper in the diapers?
You wouldn't think,
Yeah.
but you have to check. That's your fucking job. You're the store.
It is on the business, but it's also a psycho thing to return a shit.
Gotta-
Oh, for sure. The poop
Train a
guy
dog
is
for
a nut
that.
job, but I think he had a bone to pick with fucking Bo and Bell.
Yeah, it might have been a competitor like
A
Bo
teacher,
Bo
last
and
name.
Ding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bo and Ben, the gay version of Bo and Bell.
That's right, buddy. Really shit in that diaper.
Bo and Bruce.
It was purchased by a teacher, last name of Herbert, and she said, "Nothing could have been more disgusting" in her review. And she said, "These weren't small stains either."
They're
It
chunks.
must have been a recyclable diaper, a washable diaper. You,
yeah,
you wouldn't say
reusable diaper.
stains. Yeah. Okay.
Reusable diaper. Still, it's a shitty reusable diaper. I mean, it's insane that they would resell it. It's insane that they would accept it. I mean, it's just like, it's crazy.
Right, there should be a
all
no return policy. It's like you can't return a fucking condom.
You
Right.
get sent back.
You can't return underwear, right?
Like, well, the guy probably put it in the original
Can.
packaging, sealed it up nice, and just
got
shipped that
his
shit-
got his heat gun out,
just ship that shit diaper away.
and then just waited.
Smell it.
You fold it like this, baby. You don't even know.
Now we just watch the internet.
Oh, he got him.
It's tough.
Got
It's tough for the Barons, who said, Paul Barron said, the last 4 years have been an emotional train wreck.
Taken down by a shit diaper.
Yeah, the review's been removed, and the Barons reached out to Herbert and were like, we're so sorry. And she said she was going to remove it and then forgot. So it stayed up there for an extra year.
Well, it's toughest for her because it is toughest for the teacher who had to open the shit package.
Yeah.
She got the raw end of the deal in this one, even worse than the people
Don't
who
you
lost their
contact the
business.
company and demand something before you write a review? Like, don't
100%.
the first step you do. You
Yep.
get a lot of shit for free before you write a review. I mean, that seems to be a logical step.
I only write a negative review if like I'm done with them. Like if
Right.
I'm just fucking done with them.
Yeah, if they've done nothing and don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't
Yeah, but
think-
in this case, she
This
had
calls
to
for it.
open a shit package. She's like, it's fucking on.
If anything called for a bad review,
yeah.
it's a shit covered diaper.
When you get a package full of shit,
I would have blackmailed
that's
These sickos are shitting in their diapers and sending them around.
yeah, that's when you stop playing games and you write a fucking negative review. You don't.
That's like what the people, the eBay execs were doing, remember? To the people that like were.
What were they doing?
They were sending like
framing them?
shit. They were sending shit to people
Yeah, they
that
were
left
sending-
bad
yeah.
reviews on them. Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to intimidate them.
Yeah, they were sending like insects and like shit to people that like left bad
Okay,
reviews.
it was a washable swim diaper. Okay, that's what it was.
That's pretty
well,
bad.
they didn't
though.
wash it.
I mean, if they got shit in it, that's bad.
All right. So
Kids shit the swim diaper. That's why it's called a fucking diaper. It's a swim diaper.
Yeah.
Is the second word.
that's all I got.
Diaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. That was great.
That was fantastic, Mark. A fantastic way to start your Friday. And you know what? If you open one of those scat packages or something else in the mail that you didn't want to open and it ruined your day, you're going to want to relax. All right. Take a load off. Reset your frame of mind, get a little ritual going for that. Lucy is what I do. Okay. Made for your nicotine routine and delivered straight to your door. 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco free. Choose from pouches, my favorite, breakers, the guy's favorite, or a gum. And you can choose your strengths from 2 milligram to 12 milligram. That's what makes Lucy so great. Nobody else has that versatility, and the flavors are incredible. I'm a mango pouches guy. Lightning round, your favorites, everybody.
I got a 6-pack of Mango 12s arriving UPS ground on Saturday. Looking forward to it.
I like the mango breakers.
Mango
Breakers as well.
Whoa, mango. We're team mango.
What's
what we
such
do?
unique flavor?
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. And for a pouch, delicious. What we do, save ourselves from the weekly gas station trips and potential outages at the gas station. They're out all over the US, okay? And we sign up for a monthly subscription at Lucy, okay? Save 15% off on your monthly subscription. No commitment, cancel anytime. It's the best. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/hardfactor and use promo code hardfactor to get 20% off your first order. Plus, if you get the monthly subscription, you already know what's coming, another discount. Lucy offers free shipping and has 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co and use code hardfactor to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Okay. So, but Lucy's the best. If you're a nicotine habit, Lucy's the way to go.
That's right.
People in the chat excited to see Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania.
I think we're going to talk about him a little later on this show. In fact, I know we are.
During the RNC as we're taping this. And so, let me tell you something, brother. Gold Gaming, we're going to get to it later. Yeah, Pat's got the political.
I can tease it right now. A lot of these jokes were going on. Hulk Hogan preparing his speech at the RNC tonight, and he's spray painting NWO, but it's just an N and it looks like an I. In the
Yeah. Hulk's always had a streak of saying those words. Okay.
Nice comment. Caught on
Deep
camera.
racism.
If you know something about the Hulkster, you may have known that in his life. Okay. Taking it over to Asia for this one. Talk about a country that Hulk Hogan would love to joke about. You got countries over there with cool nicknames, okay? China, a.k.a. the Red Dragon. That's one of the places we're going today. And Singapore, a.k.a. the Lion City, which is the coolest fucking nickname ever. Specifically, that's where we're headed today. And we're going to go worst to best for this one. So starting in China, and this is the one that Mark was going to throw into the scat category. You tell me if it's scat. Starting in China, where a 24-year-old mukbanger named Pan Xiaoting was sadly found dead on July 14th, 2024, after, you guessed it, eating too much food during a mukbang live stream. That would be
didn't she die on the stream?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
R.I.P. to Pan,
That's this happened to the frying pan?
What was she eating?
Yes,
everything.
Yes, it did, Pat. Everything, Pat. Wes, she would live stream and allegedly eat over 10 hours nonstop per day every time she'd stream. Usually try to take down 10 kilograms of food, aka 22 pounds. So she would get 22 pounds of food, Pan would, and she would eat it for 10 hours just straight, just eating it all the whole time. Fun fact, and this is a sad story, RIP. Fun fact though, mukbangs originated in South Korea. Okay, bet you didn't know that. And Pan was talked into doing mukbangs while waiting tables in China. Apparently, it's a very lucrative career over there, much more lucrative than waiting tables. And despite pleas from her parents and many live commenters on our live stream, people were begging her to stop eating so much. And also, she had to get gastric bleeding surgery, I guess, in the past, or suffered from it in the past. It didn't matter. She kept on mukbanging. And in the end, her stomach was found to be completely full of undigested food. So it was.
I wonder how I could think this is a scat related story.
Well, she didn't scat though. That's the problem. She had a deformed stomach with all undigested food in it. She basically died of food inhalation.
Yeah. She scat real hard.
This is sad, right? This is
22 pounds is a little too much. Also, we love the big girls in Hard Factor. Shout out big girls, but she's
we do.
She's like 450 pounds.
And she's short, so it's crazy. She's packing a lot of pounds onto that tiny frame.
Yeah, they saw her and they were like, "You should do mukbang videos."
Well, yeah, that's because at the waiting job, she kept eating everyone's leftovers that would get sent back and not get full. And they're like, "Holy shit, Pan!
You'd be good at mukbang videos, Pan."
Yeah. Fun fact number 2 about this one. Extremely glad that none of us started mukbanging on the side, like we've joked about millions of times on this show. R.I.P. to Pan. Pan.
I've thought about mukbanging it no less than 50 times.
If you could
talk about it a lot, so
if I could access my Nest cam that points right at my couch, I could probably piece together a pretty good mukbang.
Yeah,
back in the day, I have access to that cam.
I'd say this story is a cautionary tale. You don't want to end up like Pan.
Back in the day, I could mukbang, but I'm getting old, and I would end up like Pan if I started at this age. No
right? Yeah, this would be like what's the equivalent of like an alcoholic drinking, and then they died of liver failure live. Like, would you be?
I would last about 1 month of mukbanging, and then I would have a Pan on air incident.
How lucrative is it though? Like, who's paying? Because that's expensive.
Asians love it.
She was eating
Asia,
cake.
bro.
Cake is expensive, man.
Yes, in Asia, she was eating 22 pounds of food every live stream. She was getting paid, and then she said that. Everybody said she was collecting checks. She had a following, big mukbanger.
What do people say? Like, what do commenters say? Like, yeah, eat that now eat that.
It's a big ASMR thing too, because it's like the eating noises and people. So it's like a combination a lot of times of ASMR and mukbang. So it's the best of both worlds for some people.
Who's our favorite mukbanger? The guy with the huge belly? Is it Gainer Bull?
Gainer Bull. Right.
Yeah,
I think he's dead.
Yeah,
I'm checking his Instagram right now.
Some of those Asians, they eat like 10-pound octopus right in front of you.
Whole.
That's why it started in South Korea, West, because they did noodles. They would smash pounds and pounds of noodles.
They eat so much seafood in those mukbangs.
No, Gainer's alive.
You want to see a pic of Gainer Bull?
Yeah. Gainer Bull's alive? Good news.
For now.
I thought he died.
He's alive for now.
A couple weeks ago, 8 weeks ago.
He's got an Instagram. His name's Brian Steele. I'm trying to pull up the picture here.
Mm-hmm. His
gay man. Taylor says still waiting for half a tingle with Wes ASMR session.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So Wes, you know the folks in ASMR podcast.
No, I can't pull up the picture. There's an issue with StreamYard.
Yeah, hopefully Gainer Bull's okay.
Too many files.
We're pulling for him. R.I.P. Pan. Mukbanging turns out can be kind of dangerous. Getting better, but not great. An unnamed 23-year-old volunteer nurse, female, at a retirement home in rural Hebei, China, province, is making international headlines for recently marrying an 80-year-old man that she met at the retirement home where she volunteers. There's their picture together. Just a lovely, happy couple.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, pretty gross, huh?
The left one looks AI. So does the right one.
It could be AI. There's a story claiming to be from a local Chinese paper. The elderly
AI
man,
a lot of time, Pat.
Wow. Pat's put himself on the hot seat now. The elderly man absolutely
Can't
cannot
prove it.
believe his luck. Look at this guy. Look how happy he is. Whether he's AI or not, that's just draw me the happiest man you can. I mean, he is so lucky. You can't believe it. Sleeping with a 23-year-old. He's 80.
Can you like be rich and be in a nursing home? Like I guess that's kind of my first thought is like, could she be rich? She know.
Well, nursing home versus like a care, like nursing home is generally run by like the states and stuff, and it's a very depressing place. But like an upscale,
upscale, exactly.
Place.
There are very nice retirement homes that are very expensive.
Yeah.
But if you're like wealthy, you probably have someone coming to your house to take care of you.
Right.
Right.
So he's probably he could be well off for sure, but I doubt he's like a tycoon.
He is living at the facility and he might not have any family left. He's 80. He's pretty old. And he may have somebody because she even cut off ties with her family, who obviously does not approve of the match. She cut off ties before the wedding. And I mean, he's living his best life in retirement. Just look at the way he's looking at her. I mean,
he doesn't care about her family whatsoever.
He never
the
lets
family
her go.
hates that picture.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's just, he's holding on tight.
Holds on to her tight. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Speaking of holding on tight, Gainer Bull's belly.
Whoa. He's that's impressive work he's doing.
Dude, that thing's gonna burst.
It's gonna burst.
On
On
stream.
stream.
Watch out for that.
Look
You
at
gotta watch out for that.
what basement apartment / dojo does he live in?
That's his home,
he's got a
Pat.
sweet dojo. That's his dojo. Yeah.
Look, he's got a rowing machine.
Yeah, dude.
Well, he's got to exercise with as much as he's gaining.
It's a Russian basement.
Yeah, he's got to make sure that he balances yin and yang. Yeah. So I mean, I'd like to say congrats to the happy couple. I'd like to wish them the best of luck in his approximately 5 years and her remaining 65 years of life on this planet.
Yeah.
Hopefully they work that out well. And speaking of long life, something Gainer Bull might want to check out. Finally, to the Lion City, Singapore, where Duke and other researchers, scientists have developed a new anti-inflammatory drug that blocks the molecule interleukin 11, IL-11. It's the name in science. Since IL-11 seems to only be good at making us more inflamed and aging faster. Okay, trials have extended the life of mice by more than 20%. Okay, this thing. So once the Advil IL-11 hits the shelf, you might want to pick some up. It helps to clear cholesterol, avoid cancers, basically the best thing imaginable. And human trials are also already underway. So you may actually see this IL-11 anti-inflammatory sooner than later, like the grocery store available for prescription.
That's
And,
awesome.
So it's great. Great news for humans or for mammals.
Speaking of inflamed, Gainer Bull could use some of that
That's what I was saying. Gainer Bull wanted to pay attention to that one. Yeah. So it's,
He's inflamed.
yeah, he's going to need that the new interleukin.
20% is not bad. The Hydukin 11, get rid of it.
Yeah, you want it. You don't want interleukin 11. And there you have it. Some good, some bad health news from Asia, the yin and yang, if you will, of health news.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about cocaine. Bad news for cocaine lovers.
We're out.
Well, if you're heading to the Olympics, this is really going to affect you. And if you live in Europe, Germany especially, huge Olympic size order of cocaine bound for Germany, which borders France, was discovered by a fucking dog in Ecuador inside a huge shipment of bananas. And now that cocaine is either going to be destroyed or resold to the cartels by, corrupt cops in Ecuador. Not sure. Look at all that cocaine they found.
Whoa.
6.23 tons. 5,630 little packages or, bricks filled with cocaine. $224 million worth. So they found all this coke during an everyday inspection of a container store in the port southwest of Guayaquil.
Nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it.
I think so. Which is Ecuador's largest city. Who knew? And guess who was one of the 5 they arrested in connection with the shipment of cocaine hidden under all those bananas?
El Chapo's son?
No. A representative of the export company responsible for the shipment. Okay.
Yeah, the
Makes
banana
sense, right?
guys.
Yeah.
They need to find a new slant, these cartels. At this point, I see a shipment of bananas. I assume it's cocaine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how they put instructions on what to do after you do the cocaine on the packaging.
Do they?
Call 911.
911. Yeah.
This is 911.
Yeah.
This is a big opportunity, though, for Colombian
it's
coke
for
farmers who
insurance.
can't sell it.
Yeah.
Because now, like, they couldn't sell it. All this Ecuadorian coke gets fucking busted. Now a window is opened.
How are we going to sneak this in? Just put it in the banana shipment.
Bananas worked last time.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's bananas or coffee, because that's the only other exports from those countries.
Living on bananas.
Or you'll find out later another one. So and as soon as he got caught, this rep for the export shipment company ratted on all 4 accomplices, basically the whole operation. The others he ratted out right in line are exactly who you'd expect them to be. The managers of the banana plantation where the cocaine was suspected to have been added to the shipment, as well as the driver who took the container to the port. So he was just naming names, every person in the operation.
That's the problem with including corporations like banana companies that aren't really lifelong gangsters. They'll roll on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are corporate boys,
Yeah,
pussies. Don't want to go.
As we
to
covered,
Or slippery as a peel.
Yeah.
the Ecuadorians are only a couple years into this high volume coke game. It used to be the Colombians, and you can see it's got some pitfalls in the early goings here.
Gold Gaming's a fan of Himalayan pink cocaine.
Ooh, wow. Well, anyway,
Peruvian pink.
this was the second huge bust headed for Europe this week. Paraguay seized more than 4 tons headed for Europe on Tuesday. So that's a total of about 10 tons of cocaine that ain't going to be making its way to Europe for the Olympics. So that's a bummer for everyone over there looking to party hard.
Hey, real quick, Wes, did you see that the mayor or the governor, the female lead of Paris, snuck a swim in the Seine?
I saw that. That's hilarious.
So she didn't tell. She did a little subterfuge. Didn't say when she was going to go. Took a couple pictures. She's like, "Look, you can swim in here." No one pooped on her because they didn't know she was doing
It's
it.
like, what if we don't announce it? No one will poop on me. Pretty smart.
Yeah.
All right, moving on, guys. This is Leslie Perry from Tayport in Fife, Scotland. He's an electrician. Guess what he's in trouble for? Any guess?
Well, he looks trickable.
Yeah. Well, he was doing the tricking.
Oh. Something with wiring.
Did he assault a child or a teenager?
No, we're not allowed to cover those stories anymore, unfortunately. So we have all heard of
like a punk teenager.
Unfortunately, you do it every once in a while.
So we've all heard of neighbors stealing your Wi-Fi or even cable. I'm not sure if that's a thing nowadays, but if you don't have your Wi-Fi protected, yeah, people can steal it. But Leslie went a step further and decided he didn't want to pay for electricity anymore, so he stole it from his neighbors. The ingenious electrician set up a secret device behind a picture hung, I guess where the walls joined. I don't know. The way they lived and how he stole from the neighbors is still a little bit sketchy. They say that the neighbors lived above him, but what he did is he stole over 4,000 pounds worth of electricity using this device. So the neighbors he was stealing with from Hugh and Tracy Torrance had electricity bills that were so high that they had to get their teenage daughter to work to help fund the payments. And meanwhile, ooh.
He's just down. He's below him, just stealing electricity, and they're sending the girl to
He's
work.
toasty in the winter, cool.
Have a good day at work, miss.
Yeah, and they let this go on for years without thinking like, why the fuck are our electric bills so high?
They're asking him what his bill is. He's like, "Oh, it's about the same."
Yeah.
Now tell me, you're an electrician.
Yeah. It's just a little weird.
Yeah. So they finally called the electric company and were like, "Hey, I think something's going on here." And then they found that he had cut a hole in the plasterboard, and he had this Henley block is what it's called, and connected the mains to a meter, had it covered up, and was just sucking off their electricity from July 2017 to August 2020. And they finally, I guess he got his day in court and they caught him. Here's the kicker. He was given more than 8 years to repay his neighbors at a rate of £40 a month. So that was the judgment. You have to repay the $40,000 or £4,000, but you can do it over 8 years. And that's
what?
Yeah.
I mean, that's such bullshit because the family upstairs, they live in the same place, same socioeconomic level, was able to cover it. Fucking $4,000. You got to pay that shit back, dog. Or go to jail.
Yeah. But I don't know. Pretty funny that the daughter had to go to work and the idiots didn't like question it at all. They just fucking let it roll.
Let it roll.
That's Leslie.
That's Leslie for you. Electrician Leslie. Y'all, let's go to Milwaukee, where, as we've covered all week, the Republican National Convention is taking place. And there's some issues, some traffic issues, guys. Specifically, a lot of people are coming through the RNC, excuse me. And
what was that?
And a lot of them are using Grindr. You know about Grindr, the gay male hookup app. It's like Scruff, right? Or Beard Burn. You get on there and
any of you guys have a Grindr account?
I do now. Well,
nice.
Kind of. We'll get into that in just a second. According to Down Detector, guys, which is a website that tracks apps and websites that go down, Grindr was reported down by 1,000 users over the last couple of days in Milwaukee. Here is the Down Detector map when it comes to Grindr. Obviously, you can see some of the coastal cities where gay sex is hot.
I see Mark's house.
San Francisco, Mark's house. Right?
Oh, got him.
But it's not just New York.
Why is my name on that chart?
Boston and San Francisco where Grindr's down. It's also in Milwaukee where the Republican National Convention is taking place. And a lot of people aren't happy. Here's some comments. This piece of shit app is down again. All the tweaked out bottoms are losing their minds right now. It is true. According to Down Detector, there's been lots of false media, but I wasn't sure. I had to figure it out because it's like you read these things and it's just too good of a story. George Santos did a video, obviously the openly gay Republican ousted congressman. He picked up on some fake news that a satire website had put out that Grindr executives had said that this is their Super Bowl, the GOP in Milwaukee. That didn't happen, but Santos picked it up anyway. So I had to see for myself. So I'd never had a Grindr account. So I got one.
What's your name? What's your Grindr name?
What is it?
My name is Nasty West.
Nasty West.
But I bet it's full. The DMs are falling in.
That's a great pic. Shirtless West. Wow.
Yeah.
What's your description there?
It's bottom, top, nasty to the last drop.
Nasty to the last drop.
Dude. I mean, I expect you to like this.
Look, Nasty West is online right now in Milwaukee, okay? And he's open. He's versatile. He's open to dates, relationships, or just hookups. And I don't know like what the normal Grindr traffic is. But there's a lot of dudes on Grindr in Milwaukee, and a lot are interested in Nasty West.
Dude, you got any DMs yet?
Yeah.
I can check here in a minute.
We got to check in on Nasty West.
We got to check out on Nasty West. Guys, it's not just the Republicans that get down on hot, nasty, to the last drop gay sex. Democrats also get down. It's politics that makes people gay horny. This is what I'm learning.
Hear me out. Does Grindr just have shitty servers that get overloaded in certain localized areas when there's lots of traffic?
100%. That's what happens.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's exactly what's going on.
But it doesn't normally crash in Milwaukee. It's
unusual for Milwaukee.
Right.
It's unusual for Milwaukee, but it's not like Grindr never crashes, is it?
No, Grindr crashes all the time. It's not a local time.
I mean, X crashed, like I'm sure Grindr crashes.
Right.
Yeah.
Still the Washington Post journalists, you know what I mean?
Nasty West 41 is also on Scruff, but I haven't seen a lot of instances of Scruff crashing. But it's a less used app. Beard Burn.
Just Scruff ahead and put me on Scruff too.
Rough.
Scruff is for the hard stuff, Mark.
Yeah, Scruff is not casual dating.
I mean, I'm sure I'd probably be more popular on Scruff.
Yeah, Nasty
well,
West,
you're killing on Nasty West is killing on Scruff. Your calendar is full.
Yeah,
your Scruff box is stuffed.
Your mouth is full on Scruff.
but no, guys, Grindr reported 148% increase in activity around the DNC in 2016 in Philadelphia, around the Wells Fargo Arena where it was. So it's just politics made people gay horny. We'll keep
you're horny when you're on a work trip.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated on what's going on with Nasty West. That's the only politics I prepared for. Joe Biden may be stepping down.
Obama came out
and him, big rift.
Obama's like,
it's still all internal, but it's leaked to the press.
It's so funny. Biden coincidentally caught COVID when all of the people were coming after him to basically tell him to step down. So he caught COVID at the exact same time and went to his beach house in Delaware.
It wasn't verified, but we saw that he put out a message saying like if he is diagnosed with a medical condition, he'll consider stepping down. And that was like hours before they're like, he has COVID.
It was an interview
in an interview. He said that in an interview.
And then he got COVID that same day. But Obama's coming out
doctor's been to White House 8 times.
I think it's like a save face type thing. If they're like an excuse to step down.
Well, and they're gonna have to do something about the secret security woman. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah. And then really besides the Obama and Biden stuff, the only thing I had was the Hulk Hogan, which has been called out in the live chat. He's given a little speech at the RNC, probably right about now, actually.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, he's like one of the last guys to go before Trump goes, and not only is he getting roasted for using the N-word constantly, but a woman came out
historically.
This woman came out, Essence.Janae, and she put up a story on her TikTok that's going viral. She claims she was hired recently as a brand ambassador for Hulk Hogan's new beer company. And after one day of meeting Hulk Hogan, she was fired. And they sent her some text messages being like, hey, she put the text message up. She was like, Hogan's canceling all of his future events. So, thanks. You did nothing wrong. You were a good employee for one day, but we're just canceling all that. And then she was like, well, how come the next day he was at an event with all white women that replaced me and the 2 black girls?
Right. Oh yeah. Well, that's the Hulkster. That's the Hulkster in action.
This is the next day. He's so happy.
I had seen that story from like a couple weeks ago, but resurfaced because he's speaking to the RNC, and then so many leaked audio calls of him dropping hard ends about black guys dating his daughter Brooke. That was the gross.
Well, that's just kind of the Hulk has been caught dropping the N-bomb. I mean,
they were holding hands. He said
about 1,000 times in his career.
Black man that was holding Brooke's hand on tour.
I think.
I remember that back in the day. Yeah.
Booker T, famously, Hall of Fame WCW and WWE wrestler. He was in a tag team called Harlem Heat back in the day, and I think Hogan dropped a couple hard R's. Like during wrestling promos or like back then, and Booker T came out and he's like, I know Hogan, he's not a racist, because Hogan was the breadwinner for everyone back then, so Booker T had to come out and try to defend him. But there's a long history of him.
Hulk never applies the A. He loves the N-word, and he never uses the A variation. It's always the hard R. That's Hogan's thing. He's just a leopard can't change his spots. Now he's gonna keep doing that.
Yeah. So you nasty boys and girls,
eat your vitamins, say your prayers,
and have a great fucking day.
Weekend. Love you guys.
Weekend.
The last drop.